It's Good News Week.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Good News Week. And the big news? 3 words, my friends, 3 words guaranteed to bring joy to all the peoples of the world. Chocolate-covered bacon. Chocolate-covered bacon! Those photographs don't do it justice. Chocolate-covered bacon. They're like human schmackos. Chocolate-covered bacon. It puts the fark into myocardial infarction. Marini's candy store in California cooks hickory-smoked bacon until it's crispy and golden, smothers it in their special brand of chocolate, then mixes in maple syrup ice cream. Maple syrup ice cream. They recommend you eat it with ice cream because that goes with both chocolate and bacon and fools you into thinking they might go together. The chocolate melts in your mouth and the bacon melts in your stomach and then re-solidifies in your left ventricle. You can buy it as part of Marini's breakfast menu. Not only do you get the chocolate-covered bacon, you also get 2 eggs stuffed with cigarettes. According to an Australian anthropologist, nearly every man on the planet today is an inferior version of men that have come before. Apparently it all began when we started eating quiche. Dr. Peter McAllister says today's men fall short of their genetic potential. Our ancestors were bigger and stronger. They had to defend their territory to survive. They could also crack walnuts with their chiseled jaws and bludgeon animals to death with their cocks. Get! Only ever tried that with a walrus and it didn't work out well. McAllister says we failed to live up to our legacy because our predecessors had to be braver, faster and smarter. Yes, but where are they now? Anyway, we aren't weaker. We just have more safety features like spare tyres, shock-absorbent bottoms and full-body crumple zones. I chose the walrus because it couldn't get away. I batted its head for hours. And while we're on the subject, a new etiquette survey has found women no longer expect a gentleman to pay for dinner and are more charmed by a guy who sends regular text messages and puts out the garbage. And if you can text while putting out the garbage and carrying the bin requires both hands, you'll really impress her. That's right, boys. No more paying for dinner, pulling out chairs and opening doors. You hear that, ladies? That's the sound of toilet seats everywhere, staying right where they are. Modern etiquette is all about social networking. A true 21st century gentleman should send his lady romantic tweets. Although, if you're lying in bed together, entwined in post-coital bliss, a status update will do. 56% said a man should never talk about an ex-girlfriend, and nearly 100% said he should never talk about a future one. 75% of women think a man should wear an iron shirt every day, and I thought they wanted to come out from behind the ironing board. Come on, ladies, just makes me stronger. And that's the good news.
It's Good News Week. Someone from the bottom, somewhere contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's Good News Week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's Good News Week.
Yeah!
It's Good News Week.
Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, 2 months till Christmas and not a hoe in sight, the little helper Claire Hooper! Ho, ho, ho. Host of the Gruen Transfer, Helpman Award winner and charming comedy commando, Will Anderson! And starring in his new show, Let's Learn Some Shit, over the next 3 weeks in Melbourne, the good-looking one from Talking About Your Generation, Josh Thomas! And they're coming down the chimney of the elf who grew too fast, Mikey Robbins! She has a new CD called Marcia Sings Tapestry, and 2 big shows coming up at the Regent in Melbourne and the State in Sydney. The Voice, Marcia Hines! And he has a new DVD called Jimeoin Over the Top. The Rascal, Jimeoin! The energy, the wonder.
Hang on, Paul.
Oh, it's the best night ever.
Before we start, I think you've broken little Josh's heart.
I didn't know you knew about that.
When you said the good-looking one, sort of jokingly, Josh's little face went, oh.
If someone yeah, it's not. We don't need to get into you know,
Josh,
an in-depth.
use your grown-up words.
I we don't need to get into like a psychoanalysis, but if someone like compliments something that I don't agree with, and I just like basically said good looking, I just ran through all like the mean things my brother said to me. Oh, like at high school, what they would say to me. I was like, oh no, my face is, it's not appropriate for television at the very anyway. But it's fine. It's very nice of you. I just didn't.
I thought I was mumbly at the start.
It kind of feels like sitting next to Doctor Who just after he regenerates and his mind isn't quite there yet.
You would be a great Doctor Who.
You think I'd be good at it?
Oh, either that or you and Will would make a fantastic remake of Rain Man.
Which one am I?
I think you'd be Rain Man, I bet. But you're well, and you have some shows coming up. You've got a new show after your award-winning last show.
Yeah, it's just this one's just like a chat show. It's called Let's Learn Some Shit, and people who are smarter than me.
So the guest list is anyone.
Oh, my feelings. I talk to them about, you know, I learned stuff. That's the idea. It's fine. It'll be good. I've never sat here before. I'm so close to you.
No, it's incredible. I can feel the extraordinary energy coming off you.
Yeah.
It's bristling.
Jimeoin keeps looking at me in a way that I'm not sure whether it's nice or whether you're trying to, like, put me off.
Playing mind games. No one's done that on this show before.
I'm not sure either.
Pardon?
I'm not sure either. I'm just trying both.
Will, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, Paul.
Oh, look, I've got to show something.
Yeah.
This.
Yep. Yeah, that's the Gurun Transfer Series 3. It's in shops and stuff. I don't really want to keep plugging these things that I don't really make any money from. But right now, Andrew Denton is sitting at home in a gold house wearing a big fur car. And he's like, plug that shit, bitch, plug that shit. I'm not your bitch, Denton. Yeah.
And please do Andrew Denton a big favour and buy this DVD. It really is wonderful. He's a great fella, Andrew Denton. Andrew Denton, wonderful.
He's still got your puppy, hasn't he?
He has got my puppy. Razor blade to its neck. Jimeoin, are you ashamed of this?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Look at you.
Yes, I've got a new DVD. Give me it.
Jimeoin's DVD's drunk.
You know when hi. And then you got to do that. You got to do that little so it doesn't flare.
That's right.
Yeah. So what's this about? This seems to be a travelogue.
I didn't even know it was out, to be perfectly honest. I haven't seen this.
Anyone want to admit to any items of merchandise they have? Because this is a merchandise-heavy show.
Apparently all the
Marcia Hines, ladies and gentlemen.
Shamelessly.
And apparently all the money from that DVD goes to and CD goes to Andrew Denton as well.
There's a CD in this one.
There is.
Mine doesn't have one. Bit of a rip-off, this. Nice cover, though.
Nice cover. Get the picture.
You know when you get those, when you go to the Christmas tree, the Christmas tree underneath the town hall? And then there'll be boxes underneath the Christmas tree.
There ain't nothing in them.
Nothing in those boxes.
Nothing. Big boxes.
It's terrible when you find that out. Back at the safe house, taking off the balaclavas. And the gang turns in on each other. Christmas is over.
But I think the good thing is there's money in the concrete Labrador out the front of Woolies.
So, Marcia, your new CD,
Yes.
an absolute joy and pleasure to make.
It was fantastic.
Yeah?
I actually recorded it in the studio with the band, so that was really nice to do. And Carole King writes beautiful songs, and they were great to sing.
Yeah.
Is it okay with you, Jim?
Have the Simply Red...
He's putting a mustache on my face.
No. I blackened in one of her teeth.
Did you?
Anyway, you've got a new CD out, you've got a new DVD, you've got a new DVD, you've got a new show. What have you got for us? Hoops?
About as much as you.
Oh. I got nothing to offer.
I just got back from my holidays. I was in Europe, and I've discovered that the Australian accent sounds a lot worse overseas. I don't notice the Australian accent here, but when you're overseas, it stands out like dog's balls. It sounds like you're stuck in second gear. How's that? Where I come from in Ireland, we go through all the gears in one sentence. No way, what does he think he's doing? She's on that Jimeoin.
Oh!
Hi! I'm gonna give up writing jokes and do tricks with Molly.
Okay, first item on the agenda is Newsflash, team versus team, against the clock to get their brains into gear. Hooper team. Which internet company is testing hands-free motor cars in California?
This is Google who are doing these cars, and if you see someone driving really slowly, they've just got dial-up.
Will Anderson does have it right, ladies and gentlemen. 2 points taken into the game. Britain's Channel 4 is in trouble over a new dramatised documentary about Afghanistan. Why?
I think they used someone very inappropriate.
They did.
Prince Harry got kidnapped.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's dramatised thing of what would happen if Prince Harry had been kidnapped while he was over there. It's got to happen. Josh, stop looking at the questions.
Jeff Kennett.
I'm going to give you those 2 points. But I like your initiative, boy. I like it. Which former premier recently revealed he'd been shot at twice in the mid-90s?
Jeff Kennett.
Thank you very much.
Do you think that is just Jeff Kennett trying to get himself in Underbelly 4?
Trying to kick off a rap career.
He goes, I got shot twice, and the police didn't investigate it because there was like 3 million suspects.
Which star of the Australian film Animal Kingdom is tipped to get an Oscar nomination? Yes?
Jackie.
Does she have a second name?
Jackie Weaver.
Jackie Weaver. Thank you.
If you haven't seen that movie yet,
Outstanding.
you're a bloody idiot. It's
Oh,
a
it's
fantastic
amazing.
film.
This one is open.
Yeah.
Who is the new leader of the British Labour Party?
Ed Miliband.
Oh,
Ed
that's
Miliband.
split again.
I like Ed Miliband because it sounds like a dwarf musical group. Please welcome Ed and the Miliband.
The weird thing is because he beat out his elder brother, David Miliband, and of course beat his eldest brother, Steve Miliband.
Come on, he's been working on that all week. Give him a round of applause. Steve Miliband. Hooper team now on 7 points. Robin's team, 7 points. Coming up, special stuff up the wazoo. During the break, as we dipped a pig in dairy milk, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Anderson and Thomas have a device of mass destruction.
Yeah, it's called the...
Seems to be coming out a different colour.
It's called the silent shredder.
Sounds like a sexual position.
To eat...
No, you got to be careful because they'll pull your hair in.
No!
It'll pull your hair and you'll lose your face.
No!
That's actually how they killed Mr. Squiggle.
We also have a flying terror. A flying terror. Watch your head.
Yep.
Watch out. Oh, no. Oh.
That's what I imagine would fly out of Russell Brand's pants.
Basically, it's a Kate Perry seeking mosquito.
like a locust. Yeah, it's like the apocalypse has been downsized.
If we put a ton of shit on the floor, it'd be just like being in New Delhi for the games. It's like Jesus. And now we have this.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you please put your hands together and welcome Operator, please?
Who's got it?
I don't own it, but I downloaded it illegally.
Whereabouts do you spend most of your time?
Been touring heaps, so it's kind of around the country and then at home on the Gold Coast for weeks.
You guys don't look like you're from the Gold Coast.
I know, we get a lot of trouble with that.
They've got an incredible time zone.
Yeah, the time zone's pretty good, except that you can't cheat them out of their money anymore because they give you, like, cards and you can't go up and, like, put on your sad face and beg and say that, like, it ate your $1.
Is this the sort of pain you channel into your work?
Yeah, a little bit. Where's my free $1 time zone game?
I'm sorry, with you and Josh talking, it's like a sleepover.
Yay! Pillow fight!
Okay. Do you have a clue for us?
Yeah, we do.
Keep up with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep up with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep up with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep up with the force, don't stop till you get enough.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I couldn't tell which one of you had the high voice. You can't tell which one is coming out.
No, it's good. It's just melt into one.
Yeah, I'm still going through puberty at the moment, so...
Operator, please. And Rollins, Hines and McEwen have a special day. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ooh. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-da. Oh, I so wanted you to bite into a thorn then.
Not for the first time.
Accessories? Oh.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's fun, Hitler.
Actually, it's Hitler after his Bucks night. He's had one eyebrow shaved.
It's not funny.
I'm getting married tomorrow. Oh, Goebbels, you asshole.
I'm going to have to give you 10 points for best use of a prop. And finally, this.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow?
That's on the CD.
That is one of Carole King's songs, yes.
I've just realised just how amazing you were on Australian Idol because every time someone's saying you must have been sitting there going, they are much more shit than me.
Never.
Oh, shit, yeah.
More of that sweet sorrow at the end of the show. Our next feature is What's the Story? Claire, Will, Josh, speak up.
All right. Oh, that's a building. Yeah, there's protesters. Margie
What's it
Phelps.
about? Who is that guy in the background?
Oh,
I know these people.
Yes.
I'm obsessed,
You know
with them.
Obsessed with them. Who are they?
They're the Westboro Baptist Church.
You're right
And,
there.
their whole like shtick, they really is God hates fags, right?
When you say fags, you mean...
Gay people.
Gay people.
But they say fags.
Yes.
So then I read
So
that.
does Stephanie Rice, I believe. It's a rumour.
You know, don't they take donations from within the church to afford to travel to
They go
picket
to-
funerals?
well, they started,
it's a really big deal.
They started going to going to the funerals of AIDS people in the beginning until they did. People that died of AIDS because they think that God sent AIDS to kill gay people.
Yes.
Right? Which doesn't make sense because, well, it took him that long to come up with AIDS. Like, what was it about the 80s? Like he saw George Michael and was like, no, this shit has gone far enough. AIDS. But, and now they go to the funerals of dead soldiers because soldiers fight for America and America's okay with gay people, which is not, anyway, that's bullshit as well. But one of them, right, Megan Phelps, I found out she had Twitter and I got really excited because like in the Twitter world, I'm like quite powerful, you know, like if I hate someone, then I can just set 45,000 13-year-old girls on them in 140 characters or less, you know, I can just be like, attack, fly my pretties! I started sending Megan Phelps an insult today, right? And nothing clever, you know, because I didn't want to bamboozle her because she's only ever read like one book. So they were just like, hey, Megan Phelps, you know, you smell like fart. Or like I said, like, oh, my iPad came today. Do you have an iPad, Megan Phelps? Probably not. Loser. And then...
Harsh.
Harsh, I know. And then she started to reply, which is exciting. So I asked her, I said, if God hates fags so much, then why did he make us? And she said, well, Josh... She said, God made some people filled with mercy for him to love, and some people filled with hate for him to kill. Which kind of paints an image of God similar to when I was 14 and I'd be like playing The Sims and eventually I'd get bored and just lock someone in the study, you know? Die, faggot!
But she said God made people full of mercy for him to love and people full of hate for him to... But she's the one that's full of hate, isn't she?
Oh, filled with like
Claire,
his hate.
she's a whack job.
This would be great if this was the wrong answer.
Just one little button to it.
The army, there's a judge in the court. I think that would have been a courtroom there at the start.
Thank you very much.
And they've overturned, because they've got this policy in the US military at the moment, which is don't ask, don't tell, please don't rub that against my back in my sleep, basically. And so it means that you can be gay and like fight for your country, but you're not allowed to say that you're gay. Like people in the army wouldn't know which one was gay. That'd be the one going camouflage pants, so 90s. And so you're not meant to say, but at the moment this judge has overturned it, so it would be okay to tell people that you are gay. And I think if you're willing to give your life to defend my rights, you can have sex with a pie and I will heat it up for you, dude.
They have it, I think it's more or less, isn't it?
Look, gays in the military, women in the military, I don't care as long as it's not me in the military.
If I got drafted, I would suck a little bit of cock rather than go to war. In a minute. I would not even think about that. I would not wait for the thinking music. They'd be like, Will, they've declared war, can't hear you, got cocks in my ears. You've been drafted, sorry, being attacked by a cocktopus. Every man would do that. I actually said that in a room once. Every man in this room would do it. And one guy at the back went, I wouldn't. And I went, why not? And he goes, I'm already in the army.
Will Anderson, Josh Thomas, that girl on the end. The Supreme Court is currently hearing a case that goes to the heart of the American Constitution. The Westboro Baptist Church is arguing that the right to free speech protects them when they picket military funerals with signs like "Thank God for dead soldiers" and "God hates the USA." Westboro says the Lord is punishing America for homosexuality by killing its soldiers. Yes, only in a country that truly embraces free speech can a fundamentalist Christian argue that God's chosen people are Muslim terrorists. The church told the court no American should ever be required to apologise for following his or her conscience. Unless they're gay, apparently. If you only take one thing from the Bible, It's not to love and respect other people or offer kindness and sympathy in their time of need. It's that Jesus is squeamish about bum sex. Outstanding. Outstanding work, you boys.
All that's going through my mind is coctopus.
Mikey, Marcia, Jim, make my day.
What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tina Turner. No.
Sandra.
Miss July. Miss July. And, oh, God, that's Miss August meeting
look at the
Vladimir
love,
Putin.
Look at the love. That's actually his own right arm.
It's a puppet. What are you saying, Mr. Floggles? Invade Afghanistan? OK.
Mr. Floggles.
I've got to wonder what a dog gets to get the nickname Mr. Floggles.
It wasn't a happy childhood, Will.
It's your walrus, isn't it? So what have we got there?
There's a lady who seems to be very well endowed,
Yeah.
looking good.
Boobies!
She had nice tits as well.
Yeah, and
A bunch of female Russian journalist students who put out basically a pro-Putin calendar where they dressed up in lingerie and said, "We love you, President Putin," and "Happy August, President Putin," and "See you in December, President Putin," and
Why was there a puppy?
because there's always
there's always a puppy.
That
It's
was
just
February.
that feel-good thing, you
It
know?
was February, it was the odd one because it had 28 then. Well, the rest of them were girls.
Yes, you're right. Stop talking, everyone. Really. Get me. My brain's hurting my brain. To mark his 58th birthday, a dozen journalism students have declared their devotion to Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin by posing for a sexy calendar. Not surprisingly, the girls all have a history of Putin out. Silvio Berlusconi asked whether some Italian students would like to offer him a similar gift, but without all that calendar crap. Putin remains unmoved. He prefers the calendar of him whitewater rafting topless on a bear. Hey, Putin! Australian journalists are now planning a similar calendar for Julia Gillard's next birthday. So far, they've got February and January covered by Peter Harvey and Kerry O'Brien, and Laurie Oakes is covering the rest of the year. Oh, there's comedy yet in the old girl. The Hoop is now on 37 points. The Robins is 27 points. Up next, Musical Mastermind. This is the game called Musical Mastermind. Marcia, Hines, you're up. Come on, darling. Hooper team, who will be your tuneful champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, playing for my team instead of these two incompetent people, please welcome to the stage award-winning, world-renowned rock promoter, Michael Chugg!
Okay, shall we go now? Let's do it. Oh, and what's sitting here? Waiting
my
for
God.
me, as though we didn't know. That's your new bookie book, isn't it?
Hey, you in the black T-shirt! Buy my fucking book!
All right. You're quite loud there.
I am loud. I've
Loud.
always been loud, yes.
Now, you wrote this, apparently? I said you wrote this, did you?
Yes, I did.
All right. Take you a while, did it? Did you bash the shit out of the keys?
I wrote it with Ian Shedden from The Australian. Ian used to be the drummer in the Saints, but don't hold that against him.
You want to tell us a yarn from the book before we go on? Is there anything that would be suitable for the youngsters?
1993, Eastern Creek Guns N' Roses concert, and the security on the gates buzzed me and said, there's 40,000 kids about to come over the top of the hill. Sure enough, I looked up at the top of the hill, and here they were coming down the hill, full steam, falling over, banging into each other, dropping shit everywhere, and I yelled out over the microphone, hey, you in the black T-shirt, stop running! And 40,000 kids looked around at each other.
You've met before, you two?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
Oh, did you?
It's
I'm
in the
here
book.
because
I
of
had the
him.
pleasure of
Yeah.
seeing Marcia perform solo for the first time ever at Paddington Town Hall many years ago when she sang Fire and Rain. And if you can believe it, she had me, Trevor Smith, Peter Ricks and Tony Hogarth in tears. And that was the beginning of a very long relationship.
We should probably start musical mastermind. We'll start with question 1. Radio announcer Horace Lee Logan is responsible for one of the most famous phrases in popular music. What is it? Elvis has left the building, sex and drugs and rock and roll, or I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
I know because I did a play some time ago based on the last 18 hours of Elvis Presley's life. And they had to say Elvis has left the building to the fans so they wouldn't rip the place down. So I know it's Elvis has left the building.
Okay. He was like the Bieber of his generation, wasn't he?
I ain't even going there.
You were there, Chuggy. Is that a fair thing to say? He was like the Bieber of his generation, do you think?
Bieber's more like the Gary Glitter of his generation. And that just cost me his next tour.
I hope that Justin Bieber gets fat like Elvis Presley, because I would love to have a Boombar Bieber. I happen to know for a fact as well is when Meatloaf sang I would do anything for love but I won't do that, that included a coctopus.
How's the heart going, mate?
Oh, mate, this is so exciting.
Any of those three appeal to you? Elvis,
Elvis
sex?
has left the building.
Elvis has left the building. Let's have a look and see who's right. Both of them, ladies and gentlemen. You ever tour Elvis?
No, but I used to pretend I was him with a broomstick guitar when I was about 8 years old. I was really good. Couldn't sing for shit. But I had the moves down.
You don't want to show us any of those moves now, do you?
Arthritis.
Oh, what's gone? In the late 70s, Fleetwood Mac were famous for their cocaine intake. According to legend, what was one of the ways singer Stevie Nicks used to partake?
Yes.
The drug would be mixed with water, which her clothes would then be soaked in.
Mm-hmm.
A large chunk would be coloured red and fashioned into the shape of lipstick. Or an assistant with a straw would blow it up her bottom. Someone said to me, you know, the assistant, who would do that job? I thought, oh, I would.
What, the straw one?
Oh, I'll give it a crack. Especially...
If it was like a special occasion, you could do it with one of those novelty bendy straws.
Well, you know, I've been in the business for a little while, and you know, you can't believe what you hear. Don't believe what you hear. But I actually know, in actual fact, I'm going to keep this as ladylike as I can. Girlfriend used to have her clothes soaked.
You used to have her clothes soaked?
Yeah, and if your clothes were soaked in cocaine, you're sure to be really loud and talk about itself all night.
That's right. And you had no choice but to wear white, right?
The worst thing is your pants would wake up 2 days later crying.
Chuggy, you toured Fleetwood Mac?
With them, I was the tour manager, yeah. It was strange, but I never saw any of that stuff going on.
But they did have a medieval banquet or something once, did they not?
Backstage, they requested a medieval tent with the bunting and the flags, and inside king and queen chairs, and a big table full of whole pigs and half sheep and legs of beef and lamb and lots of alcohol. And of course, for the whole tour, they never went in there. We had some very fat roadies at the end of that tour.
So, which one are you choosing? Any of those? Any of the three?
Oh, God. They're all disgusting.
Shameful?
I think the clothes, we'll go with the clothes.
Let's go with the clothes. So let's have a look and see if anyone's right. Oh! Allegedly, it may not have happened. She's a lovely woman, by the way.
She is a lovely woman.
She's a lovely woman. It may never have happened. And a great singer, songwriter. One of the greats. OK, the last one. What was special about Billy Idol's appearance at the year 2000 Rugby League Grand Final in Sydney? He sang 2 words before a power failure ended the performance. He did the entire set with his fly open. Or he started the show by saying, "How you doing, Cincinnati?"
I say the very first
one. The power failure?
I saw him in the toilet at the end of a tour at a party in a Pitt Street club one night with his fly open with 6 hookers, but I didn't know.
6 hookers on one fly?
Well, the fly
That's a
was
catch.
open, the hookers were there.
Did they have 6 straws?
Who pulled the shortest one?
I think that hookers are cheaper if you order them by the half dozen. But you have to make sure that you get free-range hookers, not caged hookers.
See, I actually prefer battery hookers.
Please. Let's try and keep it classy. That's what I say about this. Chuggy, it's a classy show. It's classy. It's classy.
Very impressed.
That's what we like.
I'll go with the first one.
Okay, let's have a look. They are right. Wild applause. Rapturous applause. What's coming up next for you? You're still going. You're still rocking on. You've got some more gigs coming up.
We've got Rufus Wainwright in town this week, and we've got Adam Lambert, who's just started his tour in New Zealand, and we've got the Mighty Gorillas here in December, which is brilliant. The Pink Floyd of the 21st century. They're unbelievable. You've got to catch it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause. Tumultuous. For Marcia Hines and Mr. Michael Chugg. Coming up, Hot Spot.
It's Good News Week.
This is the tightly structured shambles we call Hot Spot. Is everybody ready? What would make chocolate-covered bacon even better?
Have you got it blown up your ass with a straw?
If it was chocolate-covered Kevin bacon. Blown up your ass with a straw.
If it were vegetarian.
I'm vegetarian. Can I get blown up your ass with a straw?
Oh, dear. What else would you like to cover in chocolate? What else would you like to cover in chocolate?
My good self.
Gosford.
That's very funny. He's very funny tonight.
I'd like to cover like a plane or a car in a giant chocolate, and then it'd be like the world's coolest Kinder Surprise.
A racist. And then I'd give them a mirror.
I'm intolerant, but just lactose intolerant.
What do women want in a modern gentleman? What do women want in a modern gentleman?
Big cocks.
Oh, did he mean that they want big cocks in a modern gentleman?
What should a modern gentleman never do in front of a lady?
Oh!
After you. No, after you.
Another lady.
It's better than mine.
Doggy style. Because you've got to be behind the lady. You can't be in front of the lady. You can't reach around the lady and be in front of the lady. You have to be behind.
That can still work.
All you'd need is a high pain tolerance and some tape.
Hang on, Will. Go to our website.
2 men, 1 cup. It's sad how many people get that joke.
Tell you what, we've closed down so many Starbucks with that.
Finish this sentence. Old rock and rollers never die, they just...
Can't finish our sentences.
Stay on tour.
Get jobs on Hey Hey It's Saturday.
If a groupie said they'd do anything for you, what would you ask them to do?
My tax, it's really overdue.
So, Paul?
Yes.
What was the question again?
If a groupie said they'd do anything for you, what would you ask them to do?
My wife?
Get off the yellow dot.
Write something funny for me to say when I stand in the spotlight.
But seriously, honey, if you are watching this and you ever consider... I'm up for it. It's my birthday in December.
What new miracle would you like to see St. Mary perform?
For Mikey to get his birthday wish.
Somersaults are good.
A comeback tour?
What should the film about the Chilean miners be called?
Because of their toilet situation, I'm going to say 33 men, 1 cup.
Shafted.
And lastly, what's the best thing about being soft and weak?
It's not sticking into your back.
Is it all just sexual tonight?
It's not sticking into your back.
All I wanted to say was... you said, what's the best thing about being soft and weak? And I saw a lot of people's eyes turn towards me. Fuck you.
It's not pressing into my back.
You couldn't feel that?
That's it, wrap it up! Strange or True is next.
It's good news week.
Time to unleash the strange but true beast, Claire. Will Josh, you had the Shredder. Mein Gotten Himmel.
What?
Oh! We also have the insect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, watch out!
This is Jetstar's really low budget fares.
And finally we have this.
Operator, please!
Touch me, and I feel on fire. Ain't nothing like a love desire. Ooh, I'm melting like hot candle wax. Sensation. Love it where we're at. Ooh, keep on with the force, don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Amanda, Chris and Taylor. Operator, please. Thank you very much. They're brilliant. I love them. That's the CD. Get it? Tell us how that makes a story.
No, I don't know what it is. I know it's. I figure with the insect and the don't stop till you get enough. I figure it's another locust plague story because there have been quite a lot of them with different proposed solutions. But I do not know what the shredder means.
Well, that's Shredder, so they're clearly getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles involved.
Were you looking at me as to say, do I know who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I know who they are.
I wasn't looking. I was thought you might know the answer.
Oh, no. Oh, you're on the team, so I thought you probably had it.
I do think I know what this is.
You do know what it is?
Yeah, it is the locust plague. There's this massive locust plague across Australia, and they don't know how to get rid of all the locusts. So this genius Australian farmer, and ring James O'Loughlin because we have found the winner of New Inventors already. He's got his ute, because you can't fix this problem without a ute, and then he's put a farming shredder attached to the front of his ute, and then he just drives through the locusts and shreds the locusts. I know, how good would it be for the Boxing Day sales? Mowing down nanas all over the place, it'd be brilliant. But yeah, so he's got this car that has this, he's the Australian MacGyver essentially. He's put a shredder on the front of his car and he is destroying locusts all over the shop. He's unreal.
Wow, and what a great job to give to young men with with a lot of built-up aggression and yet no outlet for it. Just give them a ute with a shredder on the front and go, tear some shit up, boys.
It's like you can get a plague of locusts with this shredder ute. I would like when Jesus comes back to him to be in a shredder ute.
Yeah.
They do have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. With the country facing the worst swarms in 40 years, a South Australian farmer has come up with a unique solution, the locust muncher. There it is.
What are the rakes for?
They're the shredding part of it.
They're decorative.
And look how proud he is too. If we made a movie about that, he's like Anthony Hopkins in Our World's Fastest Indian.
As a child, Terry Beviavis was fascinated by the ability of jet engines to suck in birds from hundreds of metres away. As locusts are really little more than tiny, unattractive birds, he combined his fascination with some upstairs thinking and come up with the locust muncher, although it does keep getting clogged with emus. It has a variety of settings depending on how you like your locusts chopped. There's fine, chunky or frappe, which makes an excellent locust smoothie.
It would be a great car for Wolf Creek too.
I told you, that would scare the shit out of tourists.
The locust muncher has been such a success, Terry is now working on a sucking and grinding machine that can do the same for rabbits, mice, and all those people who laughed at him. Stay tuned, bug biters, more Strange But True coming right up.
It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
Strange But True, the other bit, Mikey, Marcia, Jim, your clues were the blushing bride.
I've always wanted to do this.
Oh, look at you.
In the shredder!
More like a girl! Stop sticking things in the shredder! Turn it off. We also have the noses.
Yes, I've done my joke. What about Hitler slept? Hitler slept, did he do that? No, he slept like that. Right. What hand is it, by the way? Is it that one?
It's the right one.
Is it that one?
Now you're like Hitler doing the YMCA.
And we also have this.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting treasure or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic of your sighs? Will you still love me tomorrow? Thank you.
Oh, Marcia Hines. Marcia Hines.
Wow, why didn't you ever hit Kyle like that?
That wasn't that kind of party.
So, how do these items join together to form a great story?
Great. Well,
A
fortunately.
tale of entertainment,
Fortunately.
humour and wonderment. Deliver us a tale. Share with us your ideas and concepts in regards to these items.
There's a new reality show in America where brides, we go through their ups and downs and the trials of the wedding and will they get married and what will happen when they get to the altar. And the one who wins gets cosmetic surgery.
Oh.
And then her husband has to decide whether he's going to stay with her after... Yeah. You bet, baby.
Oh.
Nice idea.
It's
The cosmetic surgery with saggy tits. I don't like it anymore.
Yes, so basically, it's a show that manages to combine who's getting married with cosmetic surgery. It's in the Bible, people. It's one of the signs of the end of days.
They do have it, sad as it is. Sad as it seems, sad as it seems. Just when you thought reality TV couldn't get any better, a new show has debuted in the US called Bridalplasty, combining wedding day stress with lashings of plastic surgery. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, all in the same face. 12 brides-to-be compete in a series of weekly challenges, with the winner getting to undergo the surgical procedure of her choice. But like all reality TV, there's a catch. At the end of each episode, one contestant will be voted off before being surgically returned to her original hideous state. And it wouldn't be a reality show without a reveal, so the groom doesn't get to see his rebuilt bride till the big day. I now pronounce you man, an horrendous, inflamed, swollen thing. If Bridalplasty takes off, the producers hope to attract interest in their other ideas. So you're a fat transvestite. The farmer wants a dwarf. Do you still like it when it's covered in bees? You're going to gas who? Dad's got a moose. And hey, you're covered in urine. So, in the paddock tonight, Claire Hooper, Will Anderson and Josh Thomas scored a delicious 137 points. Munching Mikey Robbins, Marcia Hines and Jimeoin on 127 points. 10.com.au/GNW is the address to get the podcast. See more of our guests or buy the 2011 Good News Week calendar. 12 sexy shots of me and Mikey asleep on a beanbag. At least I think it's a beanbag.
That's my old skin.
So we say if Billy Idol persists, see your doctor and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. In Canberra, Kevin Rudd will meet Hillary Clinton for talks on defence, foreign affairs and how to pretend you don't hate your boss. Keith Urban will turn 43, have a midlife crisis, change his name to Keith Rural and invent city music. Qantas will hold its annual general meeting together with gaffer tape. Next Monday is the beginning of Lung Health Awareness Month, so please cough up and put something in their bucket. The Prime Minister's Science Prize will be awarded to the first person who can explain the word science to Tony Abbott. And John Howard will be in Sydney promoting his new steamy memoir, The Manner in Which I Come. Good night.